Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Property Focus. My name is Peter Ngigi, and let me be the first to officially welcome you to the Nairobi Global Trade Center. Right in front of me happens to be the biggest model I've ever seen, to be honest. It is grand as the building itself and a true treasure to the nation. In fact, behind these walls, they promise to have the wealthiest business elites interacting within these spaces, and it's a true spectacle every day. Landmark by day, lighthouse by night. Now, today we're here to find out how GTC is redefining business operations in East Africa. You see, this building right here, I'm referring to the model, the Nairobi Global Trade Center, happens to be a spectacle and sets records all over. One of the very tallest buildings in East Africa. Software and hardware configurations happen to be one of the best, and the services are to international standards. So now let's look at the stats. GTC covers an area of 7.4 acres. That's 3.2 million square feet of all of this. This is constructed space, and the complex has 4 major elements. It's got the GTC Tower, the JW Marriott 5-star luxury hotel, the GTC apartments, and of course the GTC boutique mall. It's a global launchpad for just the elite business pioneers. Also, it has a premium butler service provided by International Standard Service Management, apartment management company. I mean, it's crazy. It also has a 36-foot, 11-meter lobby. Like, this is a theater of optics right over here. You've got the wood, you've got the tiles, you've got the glass, you've got the crystals up there. Beautiful place to just highlight the grand scale of this particular building. An estimated 9,600 square meters, modernistic international garden. It has 3,181 square footage or square meter multifunctional private club. It has low E-coated glass technology that surrounds the building all round. High security, of course the expressway is on the other side right next to it. 1,037 parking spaces, cinema room. This building is a Hobska design. Did you get that? Hobska design. Hotel, office, parking, shopping mall, convention and apartment, and is a rising development concept of a city within a city. And that's what you have here. Examples of places that have this: you've got the La Défense in France, you've got the Roppongi in Tokyo, Japan, the Central Place in Beijing, China, and now GTC Nairobi being one of the only Hobska designs in Africa. And it's here in Nairobi. That's where you're getting it. 2 bridges connecting the 2 buildings right over here in between, high-speed lifts that have been calculated. And here's what the engineer told me. The engineer told me that once you press the button, it's gonna take you exactly 30 seconds to have the doors open and take you to whichever floor you wish to go to. And we're going to have a tour of the 17th floor. Now, that's a show office, but the reason why we're showing you this is because they're now leasing shop, retail, and office spaces. Now, on to our very first section. You can see the office space in its natural form, its very honest form, with the exposed concrete, the conduits, the air vents, the fire extinguisher lines. But if you do it right, now, here is this space. Just at a snap of a finger, you can get to see this spacious office that has so many textures within this space. First of all, let me talk about this carpet. Nice and orange with brown. That's geometric in its nature and its appearance. That's quite nice. Already, if I was the professional who's working here, I'd feel like I'm in a professional space to global standards. And you've got the partitioning right over here, white MDF. You've got your drawers right over here to put your personal belongings once you check in. Of course, they've got ergonomic chairs to get your back right up, because, you know, this is a global office. You know, you've got your white cabinet over here for storage space with the carpet, orange and brown. And I like what they've done with this particular section because it sort of changes. You've got your orange and brown on this side, then you've got your gray on this side. And my goodness, the views of the highway just traversing. And what I love about this space is right now, I've got a picturesque view of the CBD. And then coming onto this side, I've got the Arboretum. I've got Nairobi University on this side. I've got another view on that side, and so on and so forth. My goodness, every view you look at has a different view to it. Panoramic views all round, and my oh my, I like what they've done with the gypsum LED lighting that escorts you all the way till the very end. I think you've got an exit sign over here, and look at these cabinets. Goodness. And I like the detail. It's the detail. The devil is in the detail. Look how they've just framed these cabinets with metal right over here. Super sleek and elegant. Right over here, you've got your slide door cabinets. It's a clever way of just dealing with space. Instead of having them open all over, you know, they could slide right by over here. It's magnificent. Right at the roof, you've got your spot lighting. And of course, you know, they make sure that they take care of you. Smoke detectors. You've got your fire detectors, downlights, air vents all through this space. It's magnificent. I'll tell you the truth. I'm standing here and walking around over here. I feel like a professional in an advisory firm about to tell you something very important. Oh, but I am. We're on the 17th floor, and you get to see the whole of Nairobi with this particular space. Super, super delightful. So let's go check out the rest of this side. Coming into this section already, you can see that vast amount of light that's just pouring into this room. It's not little brackets of windows where it percolates through, but just gushes in, fills this whole space with an amount of natural light, and it's energy saving as well. So you can cut down on your electricity costs because 24/7 this place is lit. Before we even go any further, I'd like to talk about this meeting room that's got glass doors right over here, and also I'm in a jacket and it feels pretty cool inside here. Those windows are pretty good. Now, right over here, you've got this meeting room, black windows over there on the wall, and you've got this being see-through. You could put your company logos or whichever you like to keep it open plan right over there. Beautiful furniture, nice hardwood, a bit of leather. As you transition into this section, the carpet is still the same that runs on that side, geometric brown, orange, and glass corridors to just sort of partition each and every room. So you've got your transparent glass on this side, you've got your opaque glass which is in black, which gives it a very nice feel. And over here, you've got your manager's office, which is quite decent. Actually, I like this space. Super, super classy. I love it. This is what the global professional needs to be working in. You need to be working in an environment like this. Agronomic chairs all through. You could have a multinational that could just set up over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All in all, I love the space. And remember the backsplash that we had on that side also repeats itself on this side. You've got your spot lighting that just comes in from everywhere with the speakers as well. You could put your music through. But best for last, we're going to take a short commercial break. But when we're back, we're going to look at the CEO's office. Let me know what you think. Stay tuned. This is Property Focus. Welcome back from the commercial break. Now, I know a lot of you have been curious to find out what is inside this manager's office. It's the corner office that's right by the windows, got the amazing view on this particular side. And let me tell you a little bit about this. You can see that nice tan chair, leather chair, agronomic of course, and what separates it from the other boardroom is this nice black glass partitioning that is opaque. You can't see into the other side, but you've got a nice back wall that sort of has space to put in your celebratory artifacts. You could put in your trophies, you could put in your children or wife's pictures or husband's pictures, you could put in your events that have taken place for the company and all of that. It's magnificent. Cabinets which are in wood and an amazing view, and you step out into this space and you've got all of this. You could get to see whoever it is that is working, and I like the open plan. You know, it's very transparent at any point in time. You know who's at work, you know who's not at work, but it's magnificent. Now, we're going to look at the CEO's office to see what's behind that hallway. Into the CEO's office, and might I add, this is magnificent, superb, expensive, high caliber. I mean, even from the way the gypsums have been done, you can even tell that this space is a bit more elegant than the one. You see the framing and the casing that they've enveloped this gypsum in, and you've got the spotlighting, you've got this massive table over here, you've got the paintings, and even the walls are different because they're cladded in leather with trims of aluminium or some steel metal. Nice chairs, leather, nice artifacts within over here. Very good, sort of an abstract painting. I could see the letters L-O-V-E with this one, but it's magnificent. It's high class. This is a CEO's office. You can even tell with the walls and the modern lighting, quite superior in its setting and the way that it's been staged. You've got your marble oval coffee table, and again, might I add, this is just divine. Beautiful views of Nairobi all through, and you sort of know you actually run the city when you come and work in this space. All through, carpet which has several different colors: beige, blue, silver, a bit of light colors, and a composition of so many other exciting colors just to calm down the space to this magnificent table. And you've got your two leather chairs over here. This place is big enough. You can still observe social distance in COVID within this space. How cool is that? Huge, humongous, generous proportions with this particular space. You've got your paintings over here that you could sort of just fill up this wall on this section. And of course, the CEO's table, smack right in the middle of this space. And I think I've got mail. Back wall is in wood, and it's got partitionings with metal and some glass 10 millimeters thick, and celebratory artifacts from all the places that you get to visit all around the world within this office space. Right over here is a sleeping quarter to have your siestas. That's how you're taken care of in this office space. You could relax, have your lunch, because in some cultures they actually believe you could have your lunch from 12 till 1, have a nap from 1 till 2, and get into it from 2 till 7 or 8 p.m. because you're making a lot of decisions. And I like the linear lighting, modern lighting that's within this space. Nice orange LED lights to just bring some light onto the table so you could work a bit easier. And to maintain the aesthetics of this particular wall, what they've done is you can't open these glass sections because they're huge. So they've given provision. You could sort of open this to bring in some ventilation into the space. We're keeping it closed because of the traffic that's out there, that's bustling, but it's Nairobi. And I love Nairobi. That's the city we're in, and that's what we're looking at with this particular space. This has been the CEO's office. Now we're going to have a chat with one Shamim to tell us a little bit more about this magnificent commercial office space. Now, fantastic, you've gotten to see the office spaces, the CEO's office, the boardrooms, but we'd like to hear from the horse's mouth on just what it took to become the bespoke, newest, latest office in Kenya. How are you doing, Shamim?
Thank you, Peter, for having me, and karibu sana to our space. Good to have you.
Thank you very much. Briefly introduce yourself.
I'm Shamim Malor. I'm the Marketing Supervisor, Commercial and Retail, GTC, that is Global Trade Center, Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah.
Okay, and we're in the cigar room right over here.
Correct.
You can just see wainscoting everywhere, nice stained mirrors, Picasso paintings. You guys didn't spare a penny for this, huh?
Absolutely not. We wanted everybody to get a value and experience.
Yes.
And the luxury they deserve. It's more of a lifestyle.
I like this. I'm getting used to this.
Are you comfortable enough?
Absolutely. Speaking of services, what do you guys offer over here?
Oh, great.
Yes, yeah.
So we have commercial services that's on the listing for the office spaces, and also we have residentials, and also the mall. We're going to have a mall. And of course, the most talked about JW, the 5-star luxurious hotel brand coming into town.
Yes.
Yes, so we are the anchors. We are the ones who are bringing it on board, the JW Marriott.
What would you say makes a perfect office space?
In terms of design and also structure and the balance, it needs to have good finishes also in terms of natural lighting so that you save on electricity bills.
Yes.
You need also to have quite kind of materials that it doesn't harm the environment, your workers or your staff members or your team members.
True, true.
And absolutely, it needs to give you enough freedom to play with the space, to your own design, make it home. Really, because you spend a lot of hours in the office.
Absolutely. And what styles have you referenced for the office spaces?
We have very unique wide design kind of tiles that's optional because they come as is. We are not doing finishes for the clients.
Oh, but you can do fittings as well.
We can be able to share contacts of our world certified contractors and suppliers that we've worked, and those suppliers who have designed the 17th floor office space. So we give you an idea and a plan, and also just a little bit of a remix of what you already have in mind.
Now, this is a very tall building. In terms of safety, any measures to take whenever a natural calamity takes place?
Yes, thank you so much for that question. Because a lot of people see a very tall building in the city and they wonder and they get the concern. So we took measures. For us, we work with a team that is world certified standards of architects, consultants, engineers, and the design team. So we took a little bit longer of time to complete the construction of the entire structure of the building, of the commercial space, and also the residential segment, given into consideration the depth that we had to delve into when it comes to foundation. Besides that, also the kind of structural work that you put in place, the type of steel that we used. So in terms of any kind of, in case of Mother Nature tries to throw a tantrum, we are protected according to the protocols and standards. And also besides that, we have lifts, different kind of lifts that can be used during fire outbreak. We have smoke detectors, we have sprinklers, so we are quite guarded in terms of any eventuality.
Could you tell me one thing that sets this office space apart? The one thing?
The quality. We are quality obsessed. Yeah, as you can see.
Quality obsessed.
We give attention to details. You cannot see spaces in between any of our corners. Our flooring is perfect. The kind of brands that you've partnered with. And of course, we want to give an experience. It's just not about owning an office space. We want you to experience the lifestyle. We want you to experience the community. We want you to experience it's like you're in Nairobi, but you experience it from out of this world.
I love it. Well, thank you very much, Shamim, for coming onto the show.
Thank you for having me.
And to the elite businessman, professional, you heard it from Shamim. They've got a global outlook with this magnificent office. This has been a fantastic episode, and I do hope you enjoyed yourself and got to see this magnificent commercial space. Hopefully, you're going to take it. I don't know. What do you think? Are you? What I'll do, I'll just wait right here. I'm going to wait here. You know why I'm going to wait right here? Because I know you're going to come through this door or that door. Don't worry, I'm waiting. Just look.